Hi, everyone.
Hello.
I was a little surprised. I don't have the chat in front of me this time.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Um,
get the chat up for myself.
Hi, everyone. This is our sixth virtual
Six,
writing.
probably.
I think it's our sixth. There we go. Now I have the chat in front of me.
Yeah, me too. Yay, now we can say hi to y'all.
Hi. I see a lot of Pantsers in the chat. I relate to all of you. And it also explains very well, like, why all of our Pantser content is so popular.
Okay.
Hi. I ran out of tabs.
Hello, friends. Okay, now I got all my tabs open in the right place. It's very important to me that all my windows are in the right place because there's like 3 of them.
Oh, yeah. If I don't have my camera in one area and like my documents in another, then I am all out of place.
Right. Okay.
Okay. As everyone is coming in, we have a few very quickish announcements. If you haven't pre-ordered your winter shirt, now is time to do that. They ship out next week, and the last day to get yours is December 2nd. But we hear, and by we hear, I mean Josie told me when we were setting up the script, that ordering now is very, very motivating. And we also have a bunch of fun stuff if you're still in our store to get so you can get your writers merch before they're sold out. Things are just selling out quickly right now. So
Yeah, very popular stuff in there.
help a nonprofit, have some cool writers merch, do all the things.
Also, there's no virtual write-in next week because we're American. Sorry about that, guys. But just because we don't have one doesn't mean other places don't have them. We have plenty of official events coming up, and your region will always have something going on. As for like actual events, later today there's an LGBTQ meetup at 2 p.m. Pacific, and also there's a Writers of Color write-in at 4:30 Pacific. You could do both if it applies to you. You might see me in there. You don't know. It's fun, guys. We love our events.
On Saturday, there is also a Writers of Color meetup at 11:30 Pacific. And so a lot of Writers of Color things happening in the next couple of days starting today. So if you need all of those numbers, the calendar link has just been dropped into the chat.
Yeah, and if you're not part of any of those affinity groups, our community meetup is soon. I don't have it on hand, but it's soon. And also make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on notifications because we have plenty of YouTube guides for y'all to look at. And we also have a Mr. Meyer webcast at Friday at 1 p.m. Pacific, and I'll be there, like for sure. You'll see me. I mean, I'm sure you're there for Marissa, but you can see me. Okay, guys. So it's the middle of the month. I know that means y'all might be in a bit of a slump. So we're gonna try and make things a little fun, but also maybe improve your writing a bit. Because
sorry. Our first sprint prompt thingy. Your character is in a newish place, depending on where you are in your write-in. Describe the senses they're experiencing. What do they see, smell, hear, feel, taste? If you have a sixth sense in your story, what do they do there?
If you don't know our theme for this writing, because I don't think we said so, it's about sensory details or like emotions, like body language. And we're doing sensory details first.
We titled this show and tell, except I don't want you to tell us what they're feeling. I want you to show us, and we just like the name show and tell because that's more clever than show and tell but don't actually tell.
I see a description prompt. I'm literally the worst at this. Me too. That's why we're both doing it.
The nice thing about description prompt, though, is it helps you pad out all of your word count without having to come up with new plot points this late into the month.
Okay, guys.
So
So
that's
we'll paste that in the chat.
to
And
repeat
we'll
because we got a little distracted. Your
yeah.
character is in a newish place, depending on where you are in your story. Describe the senses they are experiencing. What do they see? Do they smell, hear, feel, and taste? We will have 5 minutes to
Yeah.
do that.
That's 41. Yeah. So
Yeah.
go, friends, go.
Go.
Okay, friends, y'all have like 16 seconds, 15, 14. So start wrapping up, and you can tell me how the sprint started going in the chat. Okay, my alarm's about to go off. Oh, there we go. Okay, guys, come back to us and tell us how it went. Did you get any word count? Was the script writing description like hard? I know for me, I do not like writing description. I usually say that for other drafts, but I was actually kind of getting into it. Like I'm not done like describing my character's bedroom in this scene. It's not a new place, but she just like decorated it for the first time, and I'm actually getting really into it, and I'm gonna write more details. But the sprint ended. Okay. Oh, y'all got a bunch. Also, I did see some chat about maybe y'all feel like you're not at the place you're at when it comes to your word count, and that's okay. I think no matter what you write, no matter the number, you're still writing, and that's what matters. Also, same. I also forget all the senses of vision, but I think vision's probably like the easiest one to default to when it comes to writing description. And okay. Yep. Ooh. Yeah, what rooms are y'all describing? There's some fun stuff in here. Tangerine is describing someone's painting studio. JB Jockey has the MC going to her partner's house for the first time. These are great. Hannah talks about your MC crushing on your love interest, as all scenes do. I feel like that's also something that happens to me. Like, I don't even like intend for my MC to have like crushes on this particular character, but it just ends up happening. It's quite fun actually. Ooh, Tamara did smell and sound first because vision is so easy by comparison. That's smart. What'd you write about? I feel like I would have a lot of hard time doing smell, but I think smell is like such an interesting descriptor. Yeah, and I see like Hannah talking about the smell of bacon. Oh, these are y'all are going so there's so much of these. They're fun. And some of y'all are like coming up with like really cool locations. Like I'm learning a lot about your story just from this. Like, Chris wrote a deserted factory with a nearly dead person inside. Christina has an abandoned town taken over by nature. Mila says a hermit's log cabin through the eyes of a princess taking shelter there. Ellen was describing the loading dock of the almond packing house where my MC's getting a new job. Like these are all so cool. Like, ooh, Lily has a goth club in Alameda, California called the Twilight Zone. That sounds pretty fun. I saw a slash fade. This just like I just read those. I threw my characters to a dungeon. Oh man, like going through a dungeon for just looking. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Erica embellished the scene. The apartment, my MC comes in, immediately smells cooking cabbage. And she says they smell like farts. That's hilarious. Okay, these are so great, but I did have a writing discussion for y'all. So we're past the halfway point, about, yeah, like a few days past the halfway point of this year. So I want to ask, how are y'all feeling? And what are y'all's favorite ways to de-stress during Nano? Or to like take a break from writing, maybe. I think it's just great to get everyone's like de-stress methods, basically. I know for me, okay, maybe like a bad example because writing for me is like stress relief. But I do make sure to Um, to tell y'all about other ways to um, relieve some stress. Uh, yeah, I see some of y'all saying Nano is your like de-stress in school. Ooh, Jillian says Stardew Valley. That's great. If y'all are like not like even if you're not into gaming a lot, Stardew Valley is like really cute and fun to play. Um uh, uh, ooh, yeah, reading to distress from Tangerine. I've been reading a lot more lately. I think it helps. Plus, you get inspiration. Or like, I don't know about y'all, but I like copy like the style of things I read, like not unconsciously, or whatever the word is for it. I almost hit. Okay. Yeah, unplugging from Banana Feet. That's a fun name. But yeah, letting your mind wander can synthesize so many subconscious thoughts and make new connections and plot lines.
Hanging out with friends.
Yeah.
I'm jumping on while Lena's off. Oh, Lena's back.
Sorry, I just came back as you turned on your camera.
No, it's great. I summoned you.
Wow.
All right, I'm gonna go into my little goblin hole now again. But, it was fun. I'm glad I got to pop on. I'll be here. I'll be here in the chat.
Okay. Lena, we're talking about our ways to de-stress, and I've been reading a bunch of them. There's some fun stuff in here.
Did you mention the note about yelling at a tree?
Oh, I forgot to tell you. Okay, so our social media manager, she says to go yell at a tree, and like apparently like Lena like now just says that as part of their daily vocab.
I didn't even realize it become part of my normal language, like because Tiffany's the one who kept saying it, but now it's just like all I say, and I didn't even realize it until our director of fundraising was like, the trees don't deserve that.
I like it a lot because like you know how like people tell you to like go touch grass if you're like on your computer a lot or something. I feel like go yell at a tree just sounds more de-stressing because I feel like if you just touch grass, maybe you won't actually do anything. But going yelling at a tree is very active.
Rebecca said in the chat, don't yell at trees, it will bark back.
Ooh, Wabi Sabi says I would rather hug a tree. That's also good. You can go hug a tree.
There's a lot of alternatives in the chat. Yelling at the ocean, yelling at a pillow, hugging a tree, and yelling at an ocean.
I like what are alternatives to yelling at trees?
That's a real conversation, and I gotta tell Tiffany and just look at this part of the rerun.
There's some writing inspiration for y'all. Until you make your characters right. Yell at trees.
Have your character yell at a tree. Have other people react to it.
Oh no! Linda says my neighbor cut his tree.
No.
Okay. I don't encourage you yelling at your neighbor because he cut his tree.
I don't officially encourage you yelling at your neighbor. I don't unofficially discourage it.
Ooh, I see like pulling weeds, yelling at a wall, getting a plastic baseball bat and hitting a pillow. Okay, that's really funny.
Oh, this wellness badge. Did you mention that?
Oh yeah. Okay, guys. You can also, if you're into like badges, there's a wellness badge on the Nano site. They can award yourself if you're practicing self-care. So after you go yell at a tree or hug it or water it. You can water it. Then make sure you reward yourself by going on your profile and awarding yourself a personal badge.
It's
Also, I
different.
did get a question that was, are you yelling at the tree itself or yelling about Nano in the tree's direction? Well, the tree didn't do anything. So I think you're basically venting at the tree.
I figured it was just like a yell, like
Oh,
than
like
just like yelling specific words. But and so I yeller's choice.
Yellowstone. And yes, Rebecca, eating ice cream is self-care. It's always self-care.
This all the you have all of your automatic badges that come when you are when you complete certain word count or a certain amount of days when you're doing the official NaNoWriMo challenge. However, if you go to your my NaNoWriMo and then your profile, then scroll all the way to the bottom, there are personal achievement badges. You can click them if you're a pantser, if you're a plantster, and there are a whole bunch of different ones, except you assign them yourself. You just click them, and there's the wellness badge that's if you've taken care of yourself. Like, have you done all the things where you have treated yourself like a plant? Have you watered yourself? Have you seen the sun today? Have you gotten you some nutrients? I would prefer ice cream as some sort of nutrients, as long as you get protein at some other point in the day.
I see a lot of people are excited about Yeller's choice. And also Laura says yelling at a tree equals more CO2. So it's technically good for the tree. Okay, guys.
Well, now we know that the trees do in fact deserve it.
They do deserve it. Okay. I think that's enough yelling at trees. So let's get started on our next sprint.
Just for the chat, I don't think personal achievement badges are on the YWP site. I'm not 100% on that, but I don't think they're there. I'm sorry.
There's nothing stopping you from drawing out your own badge and sticking it on your screen.
Okay, next prompt.
So guys, we're gonna work on some body language now. So you're gonna describe character feeling or reacting.
Sorry.
Feeling / reacting. Reacting to a particularly big or traumatic situation. What do their facial expressions and body language say? An extra challenge for the ambitious. Don't mention raising eyebrows.
That is so common. We just had the eyebrow conversation in the last BWI, where like I don't think it's just that easy to like make your eyebrows as expressive as they are in stories, but it's so nice to try.
But yeah, extra challenge. Don't mention eyebrows. You don't have to follow that. You can default to eyebrows if you want to. Anyway, we'll give y'all 10 minutes. So at 04. Good luck, guys. All right, guys, y'all have 10 seconds. Start wrapping up, guys. And you'll have a Mary alarm in just a second.
I see a lot of conversation about name generators in the chat.
Okay. So come back to us, guys. Tell us how it went. What did y'all's characters react to? Were you successful in not naming eyebrows?
I wonder if it ended up being that psychological thing where we told people not to write about eyebrows, and so they exclusively kept thinking about eyebrows.
I know I read an earlier comment that was like, okay, what about shrugging or tilting your head or blinking? And I'm like, okay, yeah, those are also things I default to, and I unfortunately did not avoid those.
Wow, we have a lot of varying word counts going on.
Whoa. Grace says 718 words and a whole lot of trauma for my characters. What happened?
So that means this was the perfect prompt. And this prompt didn't work for everyone, which was fine.
Yeah,
there was
a
furrowed brow, so there was some eyebrow usage.
I see Jug says I have a crow character, so he doesn't have eyebrows anyway. He fell off a chair though.
That's a big reaction.
I like that though, falling off a chair. I think that's like something you can use in your writing actually, like using that environment. Because I know for me at least, I forget that there's like they're in somewhere, and they can like interact with things as like, you know, actions.
I need more information. That this said, I didn't have. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, it's scrolled too fast. But it said something along the lines of, I didn't have any raising eyebrows, but I had some knitting eyebrows.
Oh.
I need to know more information.
Ooh, Brandon says,
I love a lot of the pride in the emojis that say no eyebrows.
right? Brandon wrote about characters' posture and how an inward's posture can indicate fear, a survival-like response, and a lack of confidence. That's giving me ideas. I haven't thought about posture. Christina, no eyebrows raised, but there's a jaw drop. I see. Hello, I just see Bella say one of my characters is being killed, so this is a great
the action and the body language is death.
Yeah. It happened.
We have a moderator in the chat. No worries to everybody talking about the spam bots. We're addressing it.
I see my MC threw a spoon down and splattered into the cereal bowl, making mess. Yay, usage.
Blindness, which is two different words, said, I'm guilty of the fact that the only place my characters tend to be is in their own heads. I guess there's at least there's no eyebrows in that, at least. I am also guilty of that because I am in my own head all the time, and therefore that's what I write, and that's why I really liked these description prompts.
Oh, Rebecca says my MC just saw a ghost. There's lots of sweating, trembling, and wide unblinking eyes. Ellen says my lighter skin color character was flashing red on his face and neck. Both of them crossed their arms near their eyes. Honestly, I always forget that like flushing red or like blushing is like a response. Just because for me, a lot of my characters have like darker skin, and I forget that like lighter skin characters can do that.
I write a lot of like my character paled. However, like it comes in like a weird points in time where I've emphasized that I have brown characters. I currently have Michael Jackson disorder, but generally I am brown. My main character is about to die. There's a lot of murder going on right here.
Yo!
For people just entering, we're not doing a prompt in the second. People are just going over what they did. But I will go into our discussion topic right now. If you entered your fictional world, what would your experience be? And depending on the world, would you survive? There's no shame if you won't.
Yeah, considering a lot of you are like killing your characters, I'm kind of worried for y'all. You like showed up in your world.
I came up with this prompt and I still don't know the answer to this question. I think if I went into my world like just as is, then I probably would die. But if I had the magic that all the other characters do, then I think I'd be fine.
I'm trying to think. I feel like because I do like the whole like someone gets like whisked away to another world thing. And I'm like, honestly, I feel like they just ignore me because like I wouldn't get whisked away. I'd just be like stuck in like the normal world and I'd be like, yay.
And knowing my luck, I'd be like fantasy world, fantasy world, fantasy world. And then my brother would be the one whisked to the fantasy world. He's like, I don't want to be here.
That would be a fun story though. Like an author wants to go to their own world, but like their sibling goes there.
A character who just really wants to be the main character, but unfortunately is not. Actually, that is what I'm writing.
Okay.
If I was a normal person, I could manage it. If I tried touch magic, I would be toast. Wow, somebody had the opposite experience than what I think. I would have true love's kiss and then get murdered. At least they were honest.
I like Linda saying mine's a slasher and I would only live as the killer. So using your author like killing skills to live. I see a lot of zombies. I'm like, yeah, guys, if there are zombies, I'm a goner.
Tia is writing a Thumbelina retelling set in fairy with Seelie and Unseelie Fae. Please contact me. I love this and I want to beta read it when you are finished.
I like roll of random stuff saying I would survive, but have to dodge some bullets.
I don't know if I have the instincts to dodge bullets. Also, like I'm trying to think, like I think most of my characters have like flight instincts, but I have a fight instinct. And so I think that would mean I wouldn't survive actually.
Yeah, my characters can like teleport. So if I can't do that, I'm screwed.
I love the stark honesty of, oh, I think I'd probably die. I feel like I would be made queen in my world because the language they speak is I can say that. I swear I can say that. Clearly, I wouldn't even survive here in modern world, which is main language. So I just act like I'm really, really smart.
It looks like a lot of y'all are getting caught up in murders or zombies or magic. Even if y'all are like confident you would survive, I don't think I'd survive and y'all. Okay, guys. So we should get started on our next prompt. Our last prompt. So this one's pretty fun, I think. It might be a little difficult, but it's okay. So this one is write a scene between two of your characters that reveals something about your relationship or feelings. But here's the catch. Don't use any dialogue, only body language and sensory details. We're gonna copy and paste that one because Yeah, this one's gonna be a little tricky, I know for me, but I'm excited. And I can give you a little bit more time. And let's give y'all 13 minutes. Yeah. So we'll stop at 27. Okay, guys, this one's hard, but I believe in y'all. Good luck. And we're writing till 27. Okay, guys, y'all have like 10 seconds to start wrapping up and come back to us with all your writing adventures. Oh, and there we go. So how was that writing experience?
I
Did you?
see a lot of mentions of motivation and stuff. I will
Mhm.
address that at the end.
Hmm.
I like the note though in that conversation. It's okay if some of your thoughts are, oh, why did I choose this story? Especially towards as the month ends. That's hilarious. We're on 300 range. I'm going to estimate on average for word count. But yeah, this was hard for a lot of people. And
Yeah.
like, as like this is 17 days of writing nonstop. And so any word count at all is good. I know it's difficult and it's hard, but you guys are doing amazing.
Yeah, y'all are doing great. And there's a bunch of nice tips if y'all scroll up on the chat. And you can come back and look at the chat because it's saved if you miss anything.
No, for the most part, love this. Some people like this prompt. Awesome.
Oh, I see a lot of people like mention how this is good for like romantic scenes, and honestly, I get that a lot.
My thought process when they were kind of having conversations without like saying anything was if anyone's read the Throne of Glass series. Towards the end with Elin and Rowan, they have like entire conversations in just facial expressions and like vague gestures, like in front of people, like at a table. Everybody knows they're interacting, but nobody knows what they're saying. And it's my favorite dynamic. I want to be easily written in some other stories.
I like Virginia's. It was really great to write a scene without dialogue. Faces, hugs, snuggles. One raised eyebrow that looked like drunkenness. I had to include it. I don't usually do eyebrows.
If you don't usually do eyebrows, then this was a good opportunity because we wouldn't stop talking about eyebrows for the last 2 weeks. As we start wrapping up, and you guys can continue putting stuff in the chat, we'll continue reading it. Just like a note, because this is our last virtual write-in for NaNoWriMo, that we will still have another virtual write-in in December, December 1st. But for NaNoWriMo, this is kind of our last virtual write-in, so I wanted to say a few things. Just like a general note, like we love that 50,000 word count, and if you're able to get there, that's wonderful and amazing. But also, pretty much everyone is balancing something else alongside this, whether it be school or work or kids. As you guys saw, I jumped out of this a couple of times because I am a caregiver. And so like, if you don't reach that word count, that is perfectly fine. I still consider you a winner. Because you wrote anything at all. And that is amazing. Some people don't even get started, and trying is really like the first and the hardest step. No, we still have another one in December, I promise.
Yeah, we're not gone forever, and we'll be at
the month of November.
And you might see us at other events too. It's like
yeah, you'll see Josie in a couple of things later on today and this month. This is just our last virtual write-in together for the month of November.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to talk about NaNoWriMo specifically. We will be back in December. I think we only have 2 more in December, and then we're done.
Yeah.
Or at least Josie and I are done. Virtual write-ins will still.
But y'all are doing great. Y'all keep writing, no matter what you write. And you can write whatever you want. You could be writing gibberish or writing your thoughts. Maybe one of your characters is suddenly talking about NaNoWriMo. I don't know. It can be, you can do it.
I see some notes of some people missed some write-ins because they had job interviews and they had a whole bunch of other stuff going on. Yeah, just like be kind to yourself. That's the biggest thing
Yeah.
I've learned this month. Be kind to yourself, no matter if you reached your goal or not, because you started and that's all that matters. And you're still here 17 days later, even if you're not
Yeah.
completely like writing, you're still here 17 days later.
You're still writing. And we appreciate all those words.
We're so proud of all of you. You guys are doing amazing. Yeah, if again, if you want to see anything happening in your region or any of our events that are happening in NaNoWriMo, you can check the NaNoWriMo website. We have events, we have regions. I know that most things in my region here in Las Vegas are happening virtual, but I think we have like a once a week thing happening in person. Yeah, go yell at a tree or don't yell at a tree. Go eat some ice cream and go say hi to the sun and be kind to yourself.
We're so proud of y'all. You can do this, guys.
Amazing.
We'll see y'all at the end of Nano. Okay, keep going, guys. Bye.
Bye.